All right, y'all know what time it is. Angie's Newness, and my special guest is here, a friend of the family, but more so a family member, Mr. Maino.
Hey.
Maino, we have not seen you in a minute.
I know. I apologize. I should have been here. I could have been here. I know I'm a family member. Listen, I apologize.
Yeah.
Accept my apology, please.
I do accept it only because you're like a day one.
Yes,
so
I
we've
am.
been down since
I
day
am.
one. We've grown together.
Hey, look,
in this business.
This station, a lot of people here from the beginning of my career always showed me super duper love, man.
Yeah.
And I always appreciate it. So accept my apology.
Yeah, no, I accept it only because I saw that you got a new project out. You got a couple dope songs, and I want to make sure.
Thank you.
Because I had people hit me up like, "Yo, you need to add this Maino joint on Angie's Newness." So I said, "Okay, well, let's see what he's talking about."
Let's go.
And I will say, you have come to Stonefish Lounge. Shout out to Peace
Yep.
Shout
Shout out to Peace.
Yeah,
Yes, my guy. Yeah, I do come to the city. I haven't been coming up to the radio, right? Shout out to Peace Stew. Shout out to June.
Yeah.
You know, people that I know love me. You know, shout out to Quick.
Yeah.
And look, I'm back.
You're back. You're back.
And I'm gonna make it a point that I come often.
Please do, because you've always you're family at this point.
Thank you.
And again, we've been down since High Hater. I was just telling him when High Hater came out, we had they had the T-shirts, they had the little hands type of things. Like the promo was on point for High Hater.
When High Hater came out, I actually spent more time down here than I did in New York.
Really?
Yeah, I was here a lot.
Is it because you got a lot of love, or were you trying to push it heavier?
Yeah, but this is an important market for New York artists. This is super important for us. You know what I mean? If we could get DC, then it's that we got a chance of sliding down to 95. You know what I'm saying? So, when the record started popping off in New York, this was like the first place I came, like this whole DMV area, and like stayed here for like maybe like 2-3 weeks, and I will always come back here. The first tour I ever was on started here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the DMV, you say, like especially for artists up top, is like that gateway to
the
rest,
it's right because we all the way up top, right? And then, it's different there. The whole country is a little, the vibe is a little bit different than what we on in New York.
Yeah.
So, a lot of times our music, sometimes don't get as far down south. We may not make it all the way to Atlanta in Florida, but if we could get to DC, then we got a chance,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of which, the New York artists now, the A Boogie with the hoodies.
Right.
And, they're really starting to make their way down
here
too.
Yeah, definitely.
The Philly artists and just kind of meshing with our artists
it's good.
Here.
It's good. It's good. The time is good, though. It's a lot different now because now the game is a little bit different. So now it's about streaming and stuff like that.
Right.
So now with the game being different and about streaming, so now what you got to do is not so much about the hard sell. So now you just make your project available on all streaming services. So you speaking more directly to your fans. For the people that like you. If 100 people like me, that's what I'm speaking to.
Right. You can speak directly. It's a lot more direct.
Yeah.
So you got this new project out. Let's talk a little bit about it. It has
Party
an
and Pain.
title.
Yeah.
Party and Pain. I'm trying. Like when I think of Party and Pain, I think about those nights that like you drink too much. Like Party and Pain reminds me of like my 25th birthday at the park when I was drinking bottles. Like I drink.
Right.
And I'm not really a drinker. And then I woke up in a lot of pain. So that's when I saw Party and Pain, I thought it was a combination of party and literally pain.
Well, it could be that too, right? that pain that we get from partying, right?
Yeah, that's what I got. I thought this was going to be like a story of a wild night, a weekend, and you woke up like, oh, no.
What Party and Pain is, it's the balance of life, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes we laughing, sometimes we crying, sometimes we up, sometimes we down. Sometimes we party to mask what we feeling inside. You know what I'm saying? To what's going on inside us. I've been blessed, man. Like I'm living a blessed life. I can't complain. I've been living a life that I only dreamed about coming from where I come from, but at the same time, in the course of living that life, we still taking losses. You know what I mean? I got a brother sitting right now in a federal, penitentiary in Virginia right now. You understand? That's a loss. You understand? I feel that. That's a pain. But what do? We just got to keep moving. We got to keep living, and we got to keep pushing. We got to keep staying real. You understand?
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
real. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was actually just talking to Glizzy about that. Like,
right.
Shot Glizzy, we were talking about just losses.
Right.
As far as losing, loved ones to the justice system, and just what that means as far as teaching the upcoming, young people out there that look at us and they watch us, and again they see a glorified life.
Right.
But like you said, with that party is that pain.
Exactly.
What message or what should we be saying to the young people as far as just like, don't get taken, don't get caught, don't get, don't become one of our losses in these systems.
For me, I try to be an example through my actions. You understand? Like, I never hide the fact of what my past was, what I come from, what I was affiliated with in the street or what I was about in the street. That's no secret to nobody.
Right.
But at the same time, I always looked at it like, if I identify with the young street dudes from all over and they see that there's a way out, that the streets in prison and life like that is not the end all be all, that we can do whatever we want to do. Come on, I spent all these years in the street and behind bars, learned how to rap in jail and then came home and made something happen for myself. We sold, 4 million singles all together, so that is saying something. I was in a movie this year. There's so many great things happening. Got a Fila sneaker that's about to drop in April. These, it's just this. All these dope things could happen if you just hustle and learn how to hustle on and not just one way. We ain't just got to hustle in the street. We can hustle everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When did you feel like you started getting that exposure, though? Because I feel like a lot of times we feel limited because we're not being exposed to some of these things. When did you start? When did your eyes, I guess, start opening up to possibilities?
I feel like I had a couple of different births. When I first got out of prison, I was able to get into the rap game, and I was excited about that because it was something totally different. I couldn't believe that I was in a room around artists that I had only watched on TV. I was like, man, that's Jadakiss. He know my name. You understand? So that was big for me, And then after a while, I learned that I had to do more. I had to learn how to not just stay in one box. I had to deviate a little bit and learn how to hustle on other levels. So it's like I gave birth to just new ideas and started to chase other opportunities and didn't want to just be known as just a rapper now. So I'm producing my own show, I'm shooting a documentary up in New York. I got a lot of other stuff outside of the music going on, and that just makes me feel like, look, it's how I spend my time in my days. We gonna always do music because we love it, but we don't have to just do music no more.
Right. Absolutely. We, like you said, we could do anything, and the sooner we wake up to that, it's exactly. Like it's all kinds of doors that could open up. Since we're speaking on it too, with Meek Mill being in prison right now, how does one stay positive or uplifted when you're in that? I feel like prison to me seems like a really low space, a low place to be in life.
It is low.
To everybody that's out there, free Meek and things like that. At the same time, he's still in that prison.
Of course.
What is that? What is that feeling? How do you overcome that or just stay motivated in that?
That's Party in Pain. It's this thing that we say, right? I got a song on the project called Addicted to Pain. And it's saying that the pain comes from the same place that your power is at. Meaning, so it's like the things that hurt you the most, the things that stumble you the most, that knock you off your feet, right? You could dig deep in your reserves and you get that power out. It comes from the same place. So now when you're in prison, you're in that cell 23 hours a day, you locked in, it's either you're going to become stronger,
right,
and make it out of that, or you're gonna succumb to that. So the same place that you feel that pain, if you dig deep enough, you're gonna feel the power out of there. You understand? I learned how to rap in prison. I was a dude that used to get in mad trouble, right? So I was not only in prison, but I was in prison, spending years in solitary confinement. When I learned how to rap, I was spending a year in special housing unit. You understand? 23 hours a day, locked every day. So I learned how to rap under those conditions. So I'm a true and living example of what I'm telling you, that the power is in the same place that where the pain is at.
Yeah. And that's what you got to find. You got to hold on to that. Yeah. Even in life. I mean, I feel like that applies in your life.
It's anything. It's where it's heaven and hell. So, you know, sometimes you got to go through hell to get to heaven. Right?
Yeah.
Because you appreciate it. Like when things is wrong, because this is why I tell people, don't listen. Anything you're going through right now is temporary.
Absolutely.
It might feel like forever, but it's temporary. It will pass. Just don't try to make a lifetime decision over something that's temporary.
Yeah,
you know?
True. Party and pain.
Exactly.
Party and pain. That's what we talk about. I want to get into this one song you got with Dave East that everybody's talking about. Tell us about that. Tell us about Dave East. You know, he's the guy right now.
Yeah, it's my guy. Yeah. We got a lot of young new energy coming out of my city, man, and I love it. You know, New York, we unified. Brooklyn is unified. He's one of those guys. My man Jacquay, he's on a hook. He killed it. You know, he on Love and Hip Hop now. So yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to all of them, man. You know, and the record is just dope, man. Shout out to the producer, Miles William. You know, it's just one of those dope hip hop records, though. I mean, it's one of my favorite joints. You know, you gotta listen to the whole project because I'm telling you, it's really a dope project.
Yeah. Now, how does everybody get? Do we get it now? Is it
it's
already
out now? It's been out. Yeah. We actually dropped it in October, and that's the great thing, right? Like I was talking about, just making it accessible to everybody. Just push a button and just Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, with iTunes. Get it how you want to get it. It's available. It's everywhere.
Yeah, I think some of the younger artists probably can't appreciate how dope that is. Man. Considering like artists, if you've been around more than 10 years,
and you had to
that wasn't possible.
Exactly. When you had to get in your car with the CDs and ride down here, like,
when you really
and give them out at the club.
You had to give them out. When you had to physically put a copy of a single in someone's hand.
Exactly.
I feel like artists like you really appreciate this idea.
Yeah, lay on my bed and push a button and it's everywhere. It's up. Like, what you doing? Nothing. I ain't even get up yet.
I just dropped the whole project.
Yeah, the project is out, though. Yo, I like it. It's dope.
I mean, artists, like
good.
I said, if you've been in this game more than 10 years, you really
appreciate that.
You can appreciate it.
Man, that button is working. Trust me.
You're loving a button, and then that's more of a direct way as far as revenue too, right?
Because it's direct. It's direct revenue to you, and it's direct relationship with your fans. You understand? Like I can't control certain things. I'm not in a situation right now where I have a major label backing my music and my singles because things will be different, right? Okay. So what do? Do we cry about that? No, we don't worry about that. We can't worry about the things that we can't change. So we deal with what we can. Yeah. So we deal with the fact that I'm able to just now directly speak directly to my fans on my social media, everything that I'm doing, let them know what I'm doing, promote the project, you know, come to KYS and talk about it, and then have them go to Apple Music or Spotify or Tidal, whatever they got, and then just press play.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's easy. Just like that. Get that party and pain.
Yeah.
And now, before I let you go, Maino, again, a lot of the things you've been saying, you've been kind of, you know, like you're super inspirational. And
you think so?
Yeah, you are.
And
I'm gonna tell you why, because your Instagram, it reminds me a lot of Plies, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because all of a sudden I noticed everyone starts sharing these Maino posts, like it's kind of like Plies out of nowhere. Plies gets on Instagram, and you start to see this whole new character, that you're not used to seeing in his music, his videos. And you know, you have created like this new, not an identity, because I think this is always who you are, but a new way for people to relate to you, because you're talking some real stuff on your Instagram to a point where it goes viral.
I know.
Literally,
it's crazy.
because you're talking like real stuff, just about money. You talk about money. You talk about, you know, doing things to impress people and how you don't care about those things anymore.
Talk about just myself and just how I had to tell myself certain things so I could still be able to deal with. If I listen to the voices in my head, you know, when things wasn't going my way, then it would have destroyed me. But as long as I tell myself that I'm great, that I'm better, and I can keep winning no matter what, and as long as I live for me, and I don't care about what nobody else, you know, think or say. Because here's the thing, like with social media, we in a time where now everybody is worried about what other people think about them. Everybody performing. A lot of these people is not even who they are. That's not even who you are, but you want to live a certain type of lifestyle. You want to put on a certain type of image for people. I don't live like that. I live for me. You know, so that's some of the things that we talk about, man.
Yeah, you tell people how to follow your Instagram or what your Instagram is.
Maino Hustle Hard. Yeah. Maino Hustle Hard, baby. We there.
It's like you be dropping gems on that thing.
I mean, look.
I be getting my daily inspiration.
I call it real talk.
Let me see what Maino talking about.
Yeah, I'm glad. Because you know what that comes from? It just comes from me having these conversations. Listen, it might be something that I just said right now where you could just take a piece of it and just put it on the gram or social media. That's all I do. Those come from real conversations that I'm having. I don't never hold a camera and look into the camera because I feel like that's just like me talking into a screen. I'm actually having a conversation with people and we just take pieces of it and just put it out.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's really cool. If you're not already following Maino, please do. Maino Hustle Hard.
Yeah.
Get some gems and definitely get that project. Party and Pain. Anything else you want to say to the DMV before I let you go? This has been a great conversation.
Thank you.
Man.
Nothing but love. Listen, we're gonna be in the city for a couple of days, so we all over, man. You know, coming to touch the people. We out here.
He's out here, y'all. Maino. 93.9 WKYS. Angie's Newness. We out.